see me? Usually someone says no, that's fine. That's it. Just a little background that what you see up there is actually true. John Nagel Co is 126 years old, which makes us the oldest seafood company in the country. Charlie Nagel, who's our president, is the 5th generation owner. We have approximately 50 people who work with us every day, and I think there's probably 10 whose last name was Nagel. So it's truly a family-owned company, and we're very, very proud of that. Unfortunately, my name is not Nagel, so I do what I have to do. With my warped sense of humor, I had to have at least one cartoon up there. There are 3 main proteins that are available, usually when people come to your restaurant. Being originally from Georgia, I like to say 4, including pork, but I kind of had to move on a little bit. We have poultry, beef, and salmon. A lot of people eat salmon when it comes to being out of a restaurant. Why is it that people eat salmon when they're out of a restaurant as opposed to being at home? Anybody?
It's expensive and I don't want to.
What's that? Number 1, they don't know how to cook it. Number 2, it's too expensive to screw up. And my 17-year-old daughter came up with this one. If it's an Atlantic salmon, a lot of times it stinks up the kitchen. Well, that generally comes from when it's overcooked. So hopefully you guys are all pros and don't have to worry about that. So for a minute or 2, or let's see if we can concentrate on salmon. That's going to be really good. What types of salmon do we eat? A lot of times we don't even know. First would be farm-raised salmon. Second is the ubiquitous picture of the salmon flying through the fjord, the wild salmon. And another important product that we hardly ever use or think about, which are canned salmon. In the last 20 years, salmon farming has tripled the world's supply of salmon. That means wherever we go, we see it. It's at grocery stores, it's at restaurants. We kind of take it for granted. There are a lot of great companies out there. There are a lot of average companies out there. And as a vendor, I think it's our duty to look for the best fit for you. A lot of times it comes with supply, but we're looking for people that do the right thing, feed their product the right thing. We all believe this, I'm sure you guys do in the business. We are what we eat, and that's fortunate and unfortunate sometimes. But even in the wild product, like Dan was mentioning, oysters, we talk about where their beds are and how fish can taste. And oysters can taste so much different in just a short period of time, just a slight distance away. And farm salmon is very, very important to us. In 1985, 6% of the salmon at grocery store level was farm raised. By 2000, farm salmon found in the grocery store had reached 58% of the fish that's there. Now, it's kind of a staggering number, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that canned salmon is a very, very important figure in that number. This is a typical farm product. This is really beautiful. You can notice the striations of fat. This comes from one thing. Salmon is very, very important to us as a company. It's very, very important to you as restaurateurs and clubs and independent places to eat. Salmon is basically farmed in deep, cold waters. Right now, we see product from Chile, from Norway, from the Faroe Islands. Owners are presently in Ireland today, looking for new farms there. Canada, Scotland, Faroe Islands, which is part of Denmark. Very, very difficult to find once you Google it. And there are very, very few fish that come directly from the U.S., which are mostly in the state of Maine. Wild salmon, which are very, very important. We like to think of it as salmon by God. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to our economy. As opposed to farm-raised salmon, it's so much more work. You have the fighting elements, and it's caught in different parts of the world. Most of the product is seasonal. We see product maybe 6 months of the year at most. So it's very, very difficult to get, usually twice as expensive, if not more. So more people are putting up very, very good frozen product. I don't feel very much of it. People are looking for the benefits of wild salmon year-round, so better frozen products are being put up. The species that are wild harvested are beaks, cohos, sockeyes, kings, and cicadas, which also have other names that you might be more familiar with, Chinese, dog salmon. But they're very, very good products to use for different recipes, and they are what they are, and each one has their own characteristics. Most salmon are caught in Alaska, Washington, California, Oregon, and Canada. They're very, very short season. So it's important when you work at your facility that you stress the information about the product, where it comes from, how it's caught, what it eats, what river it's harvested from. All we've been doing tonight is educating you on very, very simple things. And the simplest things you can do are to send that on to your customers so they can benefit the same way you're benefiting tonight. The most prized wild salmon are cohos, sockeyes, and kings. They're the ones that we know you all want. But there are other fish around. They're all distinguished by their unique color, which comes from what they eat. They are what we eat. If they're eating krill and other shellfish, they gain their texture as well as their content. It's our job, as well as yours, to help your customers enjoy seafood even more. Be informed. Like I said, where are they from? How are they caught? How are they harvested? When were they caught? Very, very important. What's the seasonality of each fish? Your vendors will be glad to tell you that. Use adjectives. What are some of the adjectives that you use on your steaks or your fish or other proteins that are out there? How about serve? Look at them. What kind of menu items would you make? Menu adjectives would you use? Okay, I'll make them up. How about buttery? How about sustainable? We've heard sustainable very, very often. It's up to you to increase the value of the fish by explaining everything that has available to it. Is it wild? Is it farm raised? Words to live by. The adjectives are rich, buttery, wild means a lot. It sets it apart. Heart healthy, lean, flaky, and all natural. The wild fish are all natural. And we're working to get better farm raised fish that are either certified or listed as all natural. Enhancing the experience. And this can be with all your proteins, but I think it's especially relevant when it comes to wine with salmon, because so few people know what it goes with. First thing people say is, oh, you should really be drinking white wine with fish. And so many of the fish now, wild harvested fish, are from the West Coast, where in Washington and Oregon. This is great Pinot Noirs, even an inexpensive Chianti will go very, very well with full flavored fish. So it's a great opportunity for you to upsell, which basically means give your customers an opportunity to enjoy their product even more by learning wine pairings and things like that. When it comes to white wine, which is more traditional, you want the fish to be the superstar. So I always say use a wine that won't take away from the big flavor. Use crisp, unoaked Chardonnay or a simple wine that will just stay along with the fish. I'm sure that our friends from Pangea can tell you all of our different wine and shellfish pairs. But it's really the same thing when it comes to salmon and other proteins. It's a great opportunity for your customers to learn